So, you're thinking about moving to Palm Coast, Florida, but you want to know more about what home prices are doing in the area? That's exactly what we're going to cover in today's video. We're going to talk about exactly what you need to know in the home pricing trend. And if that sounds like something you're interested in, then stick around because we're getting after it right now. Hi, my name is Stephanie Schulis with Keller Williams Realty. Thanks so much for joining us today. If this is your first time to the channel, please make sure to tap that button below to subscribe, hit that bell for notifications so you can be the first to be notified anytime we put out brand new content all about Palm Coast, Florida living and moving to Palm Coast, Florida and the surrounding areas. We get calls, texts, and emails from people just like you looking to make the move to Palm Coast, Florida every day, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're thinking about moving in the next 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, and we'll do everything we can to help you make a smooth move to Palm Coast, Florida. According to recent data from Freddie Mac, almost 1 in 4 people still think home prices are going to come down. If you're one of those people worried about that, here's what you need to know. A lot of that fear is probably coming from what you're hearing in the media or reading online. But here's the thing to remember. Negative news sells. That means you may not be getting the full picture. You may only be getting the clickbait version. As Jace Thompson, a real estate industry consultant, explains, housing market headlines are everywhere. Many are quite sensational, ending with exclamation points or predicting impending doom for the industry. Clickbait, the sensationalizing of headlines and content, has been an issue since the dawn of the internet, and housing news is not immune to it. Here's a look at the data to really set the record straight. Chase-Shiller releases a report each month on the percent of home price changes. If you look at their data from January 2023 through the latest numbers available, here's what you would see. What do you notice when you look at this graph? It depends on what color you're more drawn to. If you look at the green, you'll see home prices rose for the majority of the past year. But if you're drawn to the red, you may only focus on the 2 slight declines. This is a lot of what the media coverage does. Since negative news sells, drawing attention to these slight drops happens often, but that loses sight of the bigger picture. Here's what the data really says. There's a lot more green in that graph than red. And even for the 2 red bars, they're so slight, they're practically flat. If you look at the year as a whole, home prices rose overall. It's perfectly normal in the housing market for home growth to slow down in the winter. That's because few people move during the holidays and at the start of the year, so there's not much upward pressure on homes during that time. That's why even the green bars toward the end of the year show smaller price gains. To sum it all up, the source for that data in the graph, Chase-Shiller, explains it like this. Month-over-month numbers were relatively flat. However, the annual growth was more significant for both indexes, rising 7.4% and 6.6% respectively. If one of the export organizations tracking home prices says the very slight dips are nothing to worry about, why be concerned? Even Case-Shiller is drawing your attention to how those were virtually flat and how home prices actually grew over the course of the year. The data shows as a whole, home prices rose. If you have questions about what's happening in home prices in our area, we should chat. I'd love to hear from you. You can give me a call, leave a comment below, shoot me a text, send me an email. We love hearing from you guys, and we obviously like talking about the housing market, so don't feel like it's a bother. That's it for this video, and we'll see you on the next one.